Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to YPN's Hot Seat. I'm Casey Berger, and I am filling in today. I am the events coordinator here at the Greater Sioux Falls Chamber of Commerce, and today I am lucky enough to interview Tre Moody with Northwestern Mutual. Welcome, Tre.
Thank you.
How are you doing
Great to be
today?
here. I'm doing well, living the dream, as we say in the Midwest. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Absolutely.
All right, so let's get this thing started. Obviously, I just introduced you, but if you would, please just give us a little bit of background about you, your title, what you do, and how you got there.
Absolutely. Well, everyone, Tre Moody here from Sioux Falls, South Dakota, Roosevelt High School. Ride or die, you already know what that is. I am a financial advisor at Northwestern Mutual, and long backstory, I actually grew up a farmer here in the old Olga, South Dakota, Brookings area. Used to help out Grandpa and all his people out that way. And from an early age, learned how to work a little hard, and then played a little college basketball where I met my wife. Shout out to you, Meg. Hopefully she's looking. But anyway, transitioned back to Sioux Falls back in 2016, started working at Wells Fargo, climbed the corporate ladder where I learned a ton of stuff, met a lot of good people, and then back in January of last year, transitioned over to Northwestern Mutual. So it's been a fun ride. And, just looking to make stuff happen out here.
All right. So where did you go to college? I'm sorry if you didn't say that.
I went to Northwestern in Orange City, Iowa for the first year, and then I transferred to Northeast in Nebraska. So I did basketball and track.
So then that would be where you met your wife.
Yes, correct.
All right. Very cool.
Absolutely.
So you worked at Wells Fargo, and you just recently made the transition to Northwestern Mutual.
Yes.
Okay. So you didn't do the internship or anything like that?
No, I didn't. I wish I would have known about it though, because that would have been pretty slick. But yeah,
so fun
just
fact,
kind of a new opportunity.
I did the Northwestern Mutual internship, and so
really?
I worked at Northwestern Mutual for a while there.
No kidding.
Yeah, back
Where
in
at?
Watertown.
Okay, Watertown.
No, Bill Keller's office out of Watertown.
No way.
But I did all my training down here in Sioux Falls, so that was really fun. I did the internship for the summer, and then transitioned into working part-time into Bill's office, and then I also went to the banking world. So we have a lot in common here.
Heck yeah, dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I guess then my question is, did anything in your childhood lead you up to wanting to be into this position, or did you ever see yourself in a financial advisor role?
In a way, I always wanted to have a ton of money. So I was like, well, what better place to be in a position where that's all I talk about, right?
Yeah.
But that was not really the big deal. I'm not kidding you. I think when I was in like elementary school, I wanted to be an astronaut. That was like my deal. Loved space and all that fun stuff. And then athletics came around, and I definitely wanted to go to the NBA. So I was shooting some shots in the dark, if you will. So yeah, we bounced around. I think actually when I went to college, I wanted to be a teacher.
Oh, really?
Yes. So shout out to all my teachers out there. Y'all done a fantastic job with your boy here. But I don't know.
What made you change your mind? Basketball?
So money. To be honest, I was talking to some of my professors, and they were like, "Dude, if you want money, this is not the route." And I was like, "Yeah, I feel you." And then I switched my major to accounting. Then I job shadowed that, and I was like, "Dude, I need to talk. I'm a talker. Everyone knows that." So that switched that, and then here we are. So I was like, now I get to talk about money, talk about helping people, and talking in general. So that's a big piece for me, clearly.
So it was your professors that taught you that, hey, if you want to go this route and chase that dollar, then you need to go into sales.
Essentially, they were like, dude, you need to be at a place where you literally can just like blab. So
what's your favorite thing about being in sales?
I would say just helping on a needs base. It's not really, I don't like to say that I'm selling, even though obviously, everything's sales, but it's like understanding the need and then finding out how we can match that. That way it's a win-win, right?
Right. Mm-hmm.
I get compensated, you get exactly what's necessary. that's how I feel like any kind of business should be conducted. So I think that's probably my favorite thing.
I agree with that. So I know some people out there, don't know a lot about insurance or anything like that, financial planning. What would be your biggest piece of advice? Because I'm a huge advocate for it, sure. But that's only because I have the background knowledge in it. I would suggest that everybody looks into it, but
yeah,
from your perspective.
Well, I would say it's the best time to start was yesterday. I will literally say that all the time. I feel like I come across a lot of like our generation, for example, where I don't have enough money to sit down with an advisor. I'm too young to talk about this kind of planning, but it's like that's the number one thing we as young people have on our side, particularly, is we have time. So the sooner we're implementing these steps, that means we can start with lower costs right away, and then we can continue to build upon it. So just having the conversation, that's something I would say the biggest thing for us is have the conversation. Whether you act on it or not, at least you have the knowledge to know, okay, is this time to do it, or do I really need to wait like I'm thinking I need to? So
I 100% agree with you. 1 second here.
No
looks like we have a question already for you. So yeah. I'll show that. Ryan says, what's the most fulfilling part of you being a financial advisor?
Classic. Honestly, it probably sounds super cliche, but just like helping people. So seeing, where people are coming in at, every plan and every person is different. So seeing where they were, having that conversation about what their goals are, and then me saying, well, hey, here's the roadmap I can help you to accomplish those. Seeing what a year can do from when we first met to now we're reviewing your plan and seeing, decent set of growth, whether it's wealth building, debt reduction, or simply, building your savings account. Like there's many facets to financial planning that I don't think are accounted for. So just help it, seeing everyone's journey essentially.
All right. Thank you. So I guess then what does it look like day to day for you? Like how do your days go each day?
Sure. Well, I'm getting up, getting some good old coffee in me. That's probably the gasoline.
Where's your go-to coffee?
What's that?
Where's your go-to coffee place here in Sioux Falls?
Dude, I've been killing Josiah's lately. I'm not gonna lie. So that's the spot. Shout out to Kibby, you already know. But yeah, I would say that's definitely my go-to spot. But day to day, getting some coffee, sitting down, just reviewing my agenda. I try to plan my day ahead so that I'm following some kind of a schedule, just because, being at the mercy of making your own schedule, can't talk. I find ways to like push stuff off. So if I can find like a rigid, like I need to do this by this time, this by that time, just helps me with the flow. Otherwise, I'm either on the phone trying to schedule appointments, in client meetings, or creating the financial plans themselves. So it's a pretty good mix of all of that. And then a lot of networking. Like, I love to golf. For anyone watching, like hit me up. I'm always down. So
So in the summers, you can find Tre out at the golf course.
Yeah.
Not in the office.
That's right. And I'm not good at golf either. So you will see me like going all over the place, but it's fun.
So are you a part of the golf league that's going to be starting here?
Oh. Yeah, I can't wait.
Can't wait.
Absolutely
then.
Can't wait for that.
See you out on the course there. So you talked about networking, and this is the YPN Hot Seat. So how did you get involved with YPN?
Well, so I actually joined YPN when I was at Wells Fargo like 4 years ago, and I went to one event, and from that point on, I was like, I don't know if I want to do this anymore, just because there was a lot of finance people. Nothing against that, but it was just like, if we're gonna network, it's a lot of rubbing heads or whatever. So then I didn't come back for a while. Then when I came to Northwestern, Kristen was like, hey, you should go to this thing, and then I came, and there was just a bunch of like diversity, if you will, as far as occupation goes, and it was a lot more enjoyable for me. So I love YPN. Obviously, that's how we met, and everyone else I met this year. There's a lot of great people in there and great networking opportunities.
And Kristen is so good about involving all of anyone within the YPN network, but especially with Northwestern Mutual. So shout out to her.
100%.
But what's your favorite memory or event that you've been to with YPN? Do you have a good story that you remember?
I don't know if I have a great story. Well, trying to think. I think my favorite one was probably the birthday bash so far.
The recent one at PAVE?
Yeah, that was just a great time, and just I met a lot of new people that I've seen, but we've never actually, acquainted ourselves.
I would agree with that.
Right. So it was a great time. I wouldn't say I necessarily have a story. It was just, just being with the crew is what it felt like. So, however, I know I did mention this to you, the Kringle. I've never been a part of that, never attended, but I've heard nothing but great things about that. So that's what I'm most looking forward to this year.
I would also echo that. I mean, I went to it one time, I think 4 or 5 years ago when I first moved to Sioux Falls, and I was so fresh into the city because I'm from the country, and it was a lot for me to take in, but it was still so cool. And so I'm really excited this year because I only obviously hear great things about it as well.
Right.
So mark your calendars for that, everyone.
Heck
December 9th, I believe. So it's going to be fun.
Pump for that.
All right. So how do you feel? Do you feel that you've made a lot of good connections through YPN that have helped you in your career or anything like that? Or what would you tell somebody that isn't a part of YPN why they should join?
Yeah, for sure. I've definitely met a lot of great people from the business side of it, but it's more, I guess, for me, as much as it is business, I've cultivated some pretty good friendships out of it, which, I mean, that's all you can ask for. I would say me, obviously, I'm very extroverted, but I encourage a lot of the introverted individuals to join as well, just because there's plenty of people like me. Like, we will come up to you and not be weird about it. Like, you can feel comfortable, whatever. So we have a lot of people within the YPN community that they feel that way. They want you to, introduce yourselves to other people so that we can all connect, because I mean, we are the next generation of Sioux Falls. If we want to see these changes, we need every walk of life within that group. So yeah, that's 100% what I would say.
That's a great way to put it. I guess, so are you, outside of YPN, are there any other organizations or committees that you're a part of?
Outside of so not steering committee? Like
No,
opposites in
outside of YPN. Ooh. Do you volunteer or do anything else that you would also suggest young professionals get involved in? Because Sioux Falls, just was announced as #1 for young professionals.
Absolutely. I don't know if this is, I have to talk to Kristen about this, but so we do this Alex's Lemonade Stand. So we do like a golf fundraiser for that. That's just, if you like to golf, come out, support that. Your money obviously goes to a charitable cause. I think that's a great thing. So again, that's 2 things I like to do, help in golf. Boom, right there.
So you keep bringing up golf. What else do you like? You played basketball.
Basketball, of course.
Yeah. So are you part of any leagues?
Oh yeah, for sure. So I'm in a golf league, and then I also do 3 basketball leagues throughout the year. So
okay.
I mean, other than
play in, or do you coach or
play in them? Yeah. Okay. I would not mind coaching. Now that you say that, that'd be pretty fun.
I mean, I have heard that there is quite a bit of opportunities to coach some younger kids in the community. So that's always a good thing to reach out to the Boys and Girls Club or the YMCA.
They want an undefeated season.
Contact Tre.
I'm just saying. No, that'd be pretty fun though. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look into that, because that'd be a good deal for sure.
I mean, especially since you played in college. Right.
Absolutely. Other than golf and basketball, I jump on the Xbox from time to time, but other than that, dude, I don't really do much. I like to hang out. I'm a pretty chill guy, I would say, nothing too crazy.
What's your favorite Xbox game? I do want to get more into hunting. What?
I said I do want to get more into hunting.
Anyone listening, hit him up. He wants to go hunting.
Take me out, y'all. Take me out. Sorry, what were you going to ask?
I said, what's your favorite Xbox game?
Oh, man. That's a great question. Probably 2K basketball, I've been
got to go back to the basketball.
Right. It's a lot of sports stuff, I would say. Otherwise, Call of Duty, of course. Can't go wrong with that. Yes. I downloaded, it's called Rocket League. I don't know if you ever heard of that.
I have not heard of that one.
It's like a little car game where you try to score a soccer ball thing. It's pretty fun. So
my video game experience is Nintendo 64, Mario Kart. That's about it.
Bro, you going way back.
Way back. Speaking of going back, you want to get into hunting, and you mentioned that you grew up on a farm. Just give us a little bit more of your background and
Sure.
how you got to Sioux Falls, why you landed here.
Yeah, so my entire mom's side of their family is in like the Brookings, Volga area. So grandpa, he was farming, retired probably 4 or 5 years ago now, but just kind of grew up with him out in the fields, just doing all of the agriculture stuff. And then as far as they're like distant relatives of ours. They had like what do you want to call cow operation, if you will. So I grew up doing the chores with all that. That part was a lot of hard work. I will tell you that right now. That was a different beast. That got me right. But I definitely enjoyed, driving the tractors and helping out within the field there for sure. I learned a lot of life lessons out there. I'll tell you that.
It definitely shapes who you are today, for sure.
For sure. So I got a good look at good old conservative Midwest right out there. I'll tell you that. It was great.
And then you decided, hey, I want to be in the city?
No, my mom did. She had enough of that lifestyle, so she wanted to get into the city. So my grandpa always called me a city slicker all the time. I'm like, Grandpa, come on now. I'm a country boy.
Grandpa's throwing comments at you.
Man, always.
Oh, we have one more comment here. Let's see, from Holly. What kind of hunting? Holly. She loves hunting in her house, her and Evan. So
love that.
What kind of hunting do you want to get into, Tre?
So I do go pheasant hunting. I've done for like the last 3 years. That's pretty fun. I will always entertain that. The big one is I would love to go deer hunting, Holly. So if you guys have room, and then second to that, once I do that, I want to get into like bow hunting. Oh. But dude, my bow game is atrocious. So I need to hit the range or something.
So. I have seen that. I think there are some like archery classes around here.
Man, I need it. That looks fun. So I would love to do that. So deer hunting for sure, Holly. That's what I'm looking to. I mean, I'll do anything. Don't get me wrong. I'll do anything, but that's the one that's on my radar right now.
All right. I've never been hunting at all. I definitely want to hunt sometime, but deer hunting seems a little bit scary to me at this point.
Oh, I'm with you on that for sure. And that's kind of why I want to do it. It looks, it looks intimidating, to be honest.
I need to take a hunter safety course first. Let's be honest. Let's start there. So
yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. Do you have so obviously it's not hunting season, but we're heading into Memorial Day weekend. You have big plans for the holiday weekend?
Well, it is my boy Keyshawn's birthday in a couple of days. So I'm going to hang out with him, celebrate that. It's also Kim Coates. Shout out to her. She works in our office. It's her birthday the same day as well. So probably just kick it with some good people. Nothing too crazy. And then, yeah, I'm not doing much this weekend. It's the first weekend we don't have something. So
you got to take it in and enjoy the rainy weather and relax.
Oh, dude, I wish that was not a thing. But if it is, gives me more of an excuse to be a bum. So
I know. I always tell people, because I love the rain personally, especially during the week, just because if I look outside, I don't want it to be sunny and beautiful when I have to be in the office.
But
fair. If it's raining, I feel like I can be productive and I don't have to feel like I have FOMO, fear of missing out on everything. So
I am so 50-50 on that, because I feel that. But then the other part of me is like, when it's raining, I'm just like, dude, this sucks. Then I just like, the vibe drops.
We can't
have the vibe dropping in here. We can't. So I'm 50-50.
50-50. I feel like your vibe is always up. So if the rain's bringing it down, that's not okay.
No, it's not. So that's why it's like, if my brother ain't golfing, what am I doing? Kidding. I like to do anything else, guys, too. I'd like to do other things. But yeah, dude, the rain, like the other day, was it yesterday? It
rained all day.
Yeah, that sucked. Hated that.
So where's your favorite course to golf here in Sioux Falls?
Probably Baker.
Baker?
I like Baker. I probably went there like 6 times in the last couple of weeks. So that's like it's close to me, to where we live. Okay. So that's probably why too. But I like Brandon. We did that Alex's Lemonade Stand charitable deal last year. That's where we did it, was Brandon.
Okay.
That course is very well taken care of. So
I have golfed on Brandon's golf course. Also agree with that. Amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, very good. We have another question here from Kyron. Thanks for all your help. How do you want people to feel after speaking with you?
Fantastic.
Like, what's the impression you want to leave?
I want to leave the impression that I'm a professional, but I'm also your friend and someone that you can hit up at any time if you have questions about anything. I mean, it can be anything at all, but we're talking about finances, of course. You can always hit me up. It's never a burden. And I want you to feel confident and trust the process, obviously, right? Everything's not going to happen overnight. Rome wasn't, built overnight. Right there. Boom. So just understanding it's a step-by-step deal. We got to check the boxes. What's most important? What's feasible for us to do today? But also, what's the 5-year picture? What can we look forward to towards the future by taking these baby steps? So long story short, I want you to feel good. I want you to feel like the ball is rolling. It's the biggest thing. You're doing something.
You're doing something. Right. And hey, as long as you can feel like, I think the friend aspect there is important, and the trust that's built, because like you said, in sales, you don't want to be known as somebody, I'm just a salesperson.
Right.
And so you also had mentioned that in YPN, you feel like a lot of these people are just your friends. And I think it was last week, that was one of the testimonies that we had heard. Qual had went to the reservations for 6 and said, one of our new members came in and he said, I joined YPN just to kind of meet friends in the area because I'm new. So I think that's huge too. So
absolutely. Another piece that I just thought about is I want people to feel the confidentiality of our conversations, and that I will never come up to someone and address them about business, especially in a public setting. Now, obviously, if you come up to me, we can have that conversation, but I will never actively seek you out to talk about business. I'd rather do that in the confines of like a space where it's right here. So that's something that I know for me personally, that's how I would want my business conducted on that end. So I try to reciprocate that, and I hope people are okay with that. But
yeah, I think that's huge, confidentiality, because you just never know how people feel about it, and that's okay. Absolutely. And I'm gonna ask you the question here. Sure. She asked, how do you want people to feel after they talk to you? But so how would you feel, or what are 3 words that best describe you?
Damn. Okay. Wow. Well, I hope happy. I feel happy all the dang time, so that feels good. Happy. I think I'm funny. If I'm not, let me know. 3. Oof. That's a good one. I'm gonna say, God, I just don't want to BS it. Come on, give me something. Extrovert. I don't know. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna put that out there just for a cop out. I'm gonna think of that 3rd one for a second longer though.
How do you want people to describe you?
That's even better. Okay. Trustworthy, knowledgeable, and I would love to have someone tell me that I'm I don't know if I can say this, Christ-like.
Could you say that again?
Christ-like? Yes. Now, and I don't mean that in like, I hope people understand what I'm saying, that like, not like, oh, you're God. No, obviously, like I'm trying to embody my spiritual walk to that point where it's like, oh, wow, yeah, that dude is trying to be the best he can be in that walk of life. So that's what I'd hope that I'm perceived as, but again, that's a long shot for sure. So yeah.
Well, I think that you radiate all the things that you just talked about. So
humbled.
You hit it on the head.
CB, I'm humbled. Appreciate you.
Yes. All right. So now we're going to get into rapid fire questions. Are you ready for this?
Oh, shoot. Yeah, let's go.
All right. So you have to answer them. You don't get to think about it. You just have to say no explanation. Okay?
Okay.
They're pretty easy. I'm going to go easy on you.
Please.
All
My
right.
mind is. Okay.
It's Friday. Your mind is fried?
Right. That's where it is.
All right. Well, we'll get this going then. Okay. Cat or dog?
Dog for sure.
Okay. Pancakes or waffles?
Pancake Nation.
Ooh, I disagree with you. Morning or evening?
Dude, morning.
Ooh, yes, I agree. Text message or call?
Boom. Text.
Okay. Library or museum?
Museum.
Summer or winter?
Summer for sure.
For sure. Got to get out on the lake.
Yep, you already know.
Pasta or pizza?
Oh my God. Pizza.
Ooh,
Pizza all day.
Pizza all day.
I like pasta.
Working alone or working in a team?
Ooh, working with the team.
Yes. Football or basketball?
Basketball.
Basketball. I shouldn't even ask that one. I knew that.
Well, it depends if I'm watching it or like I'd rather play basketball. I think I'd rather watch football.
NFL or college?
Ooh, probably college.
College. Okay. Laundry or dishes?
Dishes all day. I hate laundry. Ask my wife. She knows that.
So does she do the laundry?
No, I still do it, but I will be complaining the whole 5 minutes that it feels like it's an hour. I hate laundry. It's tedious and stupid. Like
So
it just
tedious.
needs to be done.
Okay, money or free time?
Free time.
Yes, agreed. Iced coffee or hot coffee from Josiah's?
Oh my God. I've only done hot. I need to try their iced coffee.
You got to try the iced coffee.
Scooters. Oh, I do hot there too. Just kidding. I was going to say something else. I thought it was, but no, that was hot too. Never mind.
So hot coffee all day.
Hot coffee is the move.
All right. Ocean or mountains?
Oh my gosh. I've never been to the ocean, so I want to say ocean, but I do snowboard, so mountains are dope. Okay, I talked too long. I'm sorry. Ocean, done.
Yep. All right. City or countryside?
Dang. Country.
Yep. Amen. And because of your role, save or spend?
Oh my goodness. I'm going to say save. But that's so tricky because you can still save by spending.
Yes.
Save.
Yep.
Save.
Save? Gonna go with save?
I'm going to save. Final answer.
All right. Well, that was our rapid questions. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
I know you had mentioned, we're about to wrap up here,
Okay.
that you spend a lot of time on the golf course.
Yep.
You like to drink coffee. So is that the best way to connect with you? If you want to network?
Yeah. Either of those are fantastic options. I mean, shoot, I'll go get a brewski. You know that. Like we can do that too if that's your cup of tea.
All right.
Yeah, I would say those are probably the good ones. Otherwise, dude, anything. I mean, I'll go get lunch too, whatever.
Perfect. So if people want to reach out to you, how can they connect with you?
Social media, Facebook, LinkedIn. I retired from the Twitter game, unfortunately. Otherwise, text, email, you name it. If you got any kind of contact with me, shoot your shot.
All right.
There
you have it, folks. There's his email right there. And reach out. Let's see. We have another comment here. Oh, Milana says this is great.
My girl, Milana, what's up, man? Thank you. Appreciate you.
All right. Well, everyone, thank you so much. And Trey, thank you for being in the hot seat this week.
Absolutely.
Next Friday, we do have Mason Van Essen. So be sure to join us again. And if you're ever interested in being in the YPN hot seat, please reach out to myself or Holly here or any YPN member, and we'll get the right contacts and we'll get you on. So I hope everyone has a great holiday weekend spent with your friends and family, and you as well, Trey, and we'll see you around.
Awesome. Thanks for having me.
All right. Bye, everyone.